thanks for checking out today's video. I wanted to film a little bit of what a couple of days of adventuring looks like for our family, and maybe offer some encouragement to others with small kids. I've got 6 kids, ages 10 down to almost 3 months old, and getting out of the house can just be downright hard sometimes. But after my son was diagnosed with leukemia last year, we spent the summer in and out of the hospital, just moving multiple times, filling our time with not so fun adventures. So this year I really wanted to be intentional about doing activities that fill our cups. So for me, that looks like getting out in nature, hiking, doing some camping, and just honestly taking some time outside of our 4 walls to just soak in God's creation. But with pregnancy and a new baby, 2 toddlers, and some bigger kids with growing opinions on what they find fun, it can definitely make it a challenge. I had a friend recently ask me how I get out and do these things. She was, I think, feeling a little bit discouraged because she has only 2 kids and it feels really hard for her. And it felt really hard for me at 2 kids as well. Your capacity just kind of grows as you grow as a parent, right? But my biggest piece of advice for her and for anybody else wondering how to do these things is literally to just do it, okay? So you gotta do it tired, do it when the house is a mess, do it scared. I found one of the ways I continue to grow as a mother is to push myself. Parenthood is really uncomfortable. Anybody who's a parent knows that. So it's important to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, in my opinion. Now, this video was actually filmed over 2 days and 2 adventures. I like to call them adventures because it totally keeps the kids engaged and thinking we're doing something fun that's just not in our ordinary, mundane routine of homeschooling and, homemaking and just hanging out at home. But anyway, this was the start of the second day. They had caught a baby bird, and that was very, very exciting. But the first day, I did not film much, as you can see, and that is because when we got to our hike zone, I realized that it was just a little over our heads. There were some steep rocks, there was a cliff edge along the path that I didn't feel safe navigating with our kids. It was beautiful right along a river, but also could be incredibly dangerous if one of the kids slipped. So instead of being discouraged by that, I turned around and we went home. And we came back with Dad on one of his days off, and we did the hike then. We knocked out 2 miles. I was so proud of us. It was 2 miles filled with a ton of complaining, a lot of redirecting, but also a lot of laughs and fun. We all came off of that trail feeling proud, like we'd conquered something, and with grown confidence for myself. I tell my kids all the time, you can do hard things. As parents, so can we. And the kids are watching that. And the second half of this video is much more laid back. It was the perfect start to our nature day, finding that baby bird stuck on the back door. The kids, like I said, all got a kick from that. But then it was filled with gentle play at one of our favorite spots. And after that, we took an easy hike that we all felt refreshed and energized from. Now, I wanted to share this with you, not to brag, but to hopefully encourage you, okay? I want to encourage you to fill your bag with snacks, throw the baby in your baby carrier, and expect that there will probably be some tears, but to get out there and do it anyway. Whatever it may be, just do it. Like I said, you can do hard things, and it's only going to grow you as a parent. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this type of content, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.